Welcome back to our channel. Today we will dive into the top 10 best movies you should watch in 2023. Get yourself some popcorn, sit back and relax because the countdown begins now. Enjoy. 10. Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
I'm an idiot.
Bestowed with the powers of the gods, Billy Batson and his fellow foster kids are still learning how to juggle teenage life with their adult superhero alter egos. When a vengeful trio of ancient gods arrives on Earth in search of the magic stolen from them long ago, Shazam and his allies get thrust into a battle for their superpowers, their lives, and the fate of the world. Nine. Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 3. Still reeling from the loss of Gamora, Peter Quill must rally his team to defend the universe and protect one of their own. If the mission is not completely successful, it could possibly lead to the end of the Guardians as we know them. 8. Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Everyone's heard of Dungeons and Dragons. It's an easy target for nerd jokes, as the popular tabletop RPG is commonly associated with dorks with no lives escaping into a made-up world of, well, Dungeons and Dragons. Yet in a post-Game of Thrones world, liking geeky stuff like Dungeons and Dragons is now not only cool, but also what is made into $150 million blockbusters like Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. So what makes Honor Among Thieves so special? First, the cast is oddball in all the right ways, with Chris Pine, Bridgerton's Regé-Jean Page, Michelle Rodriguez, Justice Smith, it's Sophia Ellis, and Hugh Grant, all seeming to have a ball in the film's recently released trailer. Second, and most importantly, the movie is written and directed by Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daley, the duo behind the comedies Horrible Bosses and Game Night. D&D diehards are probably upset about the comedic, somewhat campy tone the movie has, but the film has seemed to win over new fans. The movie has already grossed over $80 million so far and could be the start of a new franchise. 7. Suzume. When Suzume gets to school and sees her friend Aya, Abby Trott, she cannot get Sota out of her head, as she feels that she has met him once before. Suzume runs toward the onsen and finds a door in the middle of the area. When she opens it, a starry field called the Ever After appears, but Suzume cannot enter it and simply walks through the doorway. She then finds a little cat statue, which starts to unfreeze before turning into a regular cat that runs away. Suzume and Sota chase the cat onto a boat, but he hops onto the next passing ferry heading to Ehime. Others take notice of the strange running chair in the streets. Suzume looks through social media and sees that many others have spotted the cat, and they have collectively named the cat Daijin. Sota explains that Daijin was the keystone needed to keep the worm sealed away, and Suzume removing it caused the worm to start coming out. 6. 1001. This film won the Grand Jury Prize at the 2023 Sundance Film Festival. The feature film debut of A.V. Rockwell and a standout performance by Teyana Taylor, 1001, tells the story of a single mum who kidnaps her 6-year-old son out of the foster care system and tries to raise him. The story explores generational development as it follows her son from 6 to 17 and is a moving piece about a parent's devotion to their child and the hope that they can do better for them. 1001 has sadly gone unnoticed at the box office, but it is a movie worth checking out.
I want you to meet Lucky. Lucky's going to be moving in with us.
5. Creed 3.
I spent the last 7 years of my life.
It's not a bold prediction to say that Michael B. Jordan, Creed, will be one of Hollywood's top stars over the next decade. Jordan could also be on his way to becoming one of the more well-respected and prolific directors because of Creed 3. Directed by Jordan, the film begins with Adonis Donnie Creed, retired from life as a professional fighter. Now, Donnie is on the outside of the ropes, running a gym and serving as a boxing promoter. 20 years prior, Donnie's best friend, Damien, Devotion's Jonathan Majors, took the fall for him in a fight outside a liquor store, resulting in a prison sentence. Now, fresh out of prison 2 decades later, Damien has aspirations to become a boxing champion, and unsurprisingly, he's willing to take down Donnie to reach the top. Predictably, the showdown between Donnie and Damien culminates in the ring. The boxing sequences are superb, as many of the scenes were gorgeously shot with IMAX cameras. Creed III doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it refreshes the boxing formula in an exhilarating way.
Vouch for you. You think you mad? Try spending half your life in a cell.
4. Spider-Man, Across the Spider-Verse. After reuniting with Gwen Stacy, Brooklyn's full-time, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is catapulted across the multiverse, where he encounters a team of spider people charged with protecting its very existence. However, when the heroes clash on how to handle a new threat, Miles finds himself pitted against the other spiders. He must soon redefine what it means to be a hero so he can save the people he loves most. 3.
Saying hello.
John Wick, Chapter 4. I'm running out of adjectives to describe the awesomeness of John Wick Chapter 4. Franchises should not be improving with their 4th installment, but that's the case in Chapter 4, where John, the Matrix's Keanu Reeves, is hell-bent on bringing the high table to its knees, one bullet at a time. Thanks to a proposal from Winston, Deadwood's Ian McShane, John sees an opportunity to get out of the criminal underworld. If he defeats the Marquis Vincent de Gramont, it's Bill Skarsgård, a senior member of the High Table, in a duel, then John will earn his freedom. Getting to the duel may prove quite difficult, as hundreds of assassins try to take out John and earn the large bounty that comes with it. John Wick. Chapter 4 is an achievement in action filmmaking and should be viewed on the biggest screen possible.
I'm going to need a gun.
2. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
People still need
Quantumania.
help, Dad. That's why we made this. It's like a satellite for deep space, but quantum.
It would not be a list about the box office without a Marvel movie. The biggest film released in 2023 is Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, the 3rd film in the Ant-Man trilogy. The stakes have been raised in Quantumania as Scott Lang, The Shrink Next Door's Paul Rudd, Hope Van Dyne, Lost's Evangeline Lilly, and company are transported to the quantum realm. In the minuscule dimension, Scott meets Kang the Conqueror, Lovecraft Country's Jonathan Majors, a time-travelling supervillain positioned as the next Thanos-type villain for Marvel moving forward. As the first film in Phase 5 of the MCU, Quantumania teases how Marvel is setting up the multiverse saga for its one overarching story, similar to the Infinity Saga. Despite grossing over $200 million domestically, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania has underperformed at the box office in general and received the lowest cinema score in the MCU's history. However, Marvel has Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 3 coming in May, which will probably surpass Quantumania financially and critically. If not, the Marvel brand is in serious trouble.
Ant-Man.
1. The Super Mario Bros. Movie. It's a me, Mario. There are fewer words that bring such joy across generations as those uttered by everyone's favourite Koopa-stomping, interdimensional travelling Italian plumber. And judging from its first 3 weeks of release, audiences can't get enough as the Super Mario Bros. Movie, even if the critical reception has been lukewarm at best. After an initial outcry over the casting of the non-Italian Chris Pratt for the very Italian role of Mario, fans seem to have gotten in line to fall in love with every trailer, clip and image that has been released so far. Aside from Pratt, the vocal cast is stellar, with Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser, the menu's Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. The movie appears to be fan service in the best possible way, with plenty of rainbow roads, thwomps and warp zones featured to satisfy nostalgic older fans and young kids alike. In a crowded animated landscape filled with pussies in boots and little mischievous minions, the Super Mario Bros. Movie stands out and is already 2023's biggest blockbuster both domestically and worldwide.
Yes! Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now!
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy this video, consider subscribe, like, and comment your favorite movie below.